Alexander! Alexander! The arrow is stuck in his lung! Fetch the physician!
No, Perdiccas! Cut it out of me! Now, man!
Alexander's body was by now as scarred and slashed as a butcher's block, and this new wound was the deepest yet. Perhaps, having escaped death once again, he ought to have considered a reduction in his adventuring. On the contrary, it only reinforced his sense of invincibility. When he reached the southern coast, Alexander announced that the bulk of his army would not be sailing home. Rather, they would trek through the vast Gedrosian desert. The fleet was put under the command of Niarchos, with orders to sail along the coast and rendezvous at Babylon. And so the admiral made ready. The ships were loaded with barley cakes and wineskins, nets and fishing lines, chests of gold, should there be opportunities for trade, and racks of spears, should they need to fight. In addition to the steersmen and sailors, the carpenters and soldiers, there were also geographers, botanists, and naturalists, eagerly crowding the decks for a sight of something new and marvelous. For this, you see, would be a voyage of discovery.
Oi, Niarchos! You're not leaving without me.
This will be a voyage of research and discovery, not a drunken cruise. Well, who knows? We might find something so wondrous that it mollifies Alexander. Anyway, I thought you hated being at sea.
I hate marching through deserts even more. But I wouldn't mind a break from Alexander. Love him, though I do. Enemy ships. You're the sailor, Niarchos. What's the proper naval salute?
We'll need to make regular stops for supplies, especially with your bulk on board. Perhaps you could lead the foraging party.
Ah, so that's why you allowed me onto this cursed boat. Not for the company, no, just to sniff out food like a truffle pig.
We need clean water and fresh meat if you can find it.
Prospalo! Nay, Coronos.
We have food and water, and the winds of Boreas blow kindly. Cast off! We've a long journey ahead. Get those boats back to the flagship. To think, Perdiccas, we're the first Greeks ever to sail these waters. Who knows what we might witness? Gargantuan sea beasts? Melodious sirens? Fish-tailed tritons?
How about a dozen boats full of angry locals? Marines, on deck!
We can't beach the flagship with those miscreants waiting for us. Land the troops and clear them out.
Prostagmata.
Look what we found. A Hauma plant. Cyrus the Great himself would drink its restorative juices. We should seek out more treasures.
Ties Tangarmon. Akuo. Tidele. Neiton dia. Voyage. Baino. Hey, that's one of our flags. There must be Macedonians nearby. Let's have a look.
Wild date palms. You can cut the hearts out of them. Somewhat edible, if things get really rough.
Nei Coronos. Tiestin. Nei Tondia. Eropos? Still haven't paid off your debts, I take it?
No, not even close. Hence I'm here, in the middle of the desert, fighting goodness knows who. Leonatus was meant to be in charge, but well, he's got a spot of dysentery. Maybe you could lead the attack.
The gates are down! Into the city! Prostagmata. Kangar. Akuo. Gaile. Nei, Koronos.
What a find. A cloak of the richest vermilion, a brilliant scarlet. Like a shimmering fall of rubies.
100-tasseled girdle of Artemis. It's a bear! Yeah, it is certainly red. Voyage. Oh, you! Stay with the flagship! We wouldn't tolerate this sort of thing in the army. Prostagmata. Kangarmon. Nei tondia. Vaino. Poieso.
Get those boats back to the flagship.
Gaile. Akuo. Tiesti. Nei tondia. Hetoimos. Fideles. Nei, Koronos.
You are good for the king, you know. Your humor, your informality, your earthly concerns. You keep him grounded. I wonder, though, whether you owe him more of your honesty.
Like Clytus gave him honesty?
Those villagers are waving to us. Zeus Xenios, finally a warm welcome.
No, they look shifty. Who knows what cudgels and hooked blades and flesh-rending spearheads they've got stored in those huts. We should attack them before they jump us. Nei tondia. Prostakangarmon. Vai, Voyage. Hetoimos. Akuo.
It is said that the island just off this coast is cursed. Nosala is its name, home to a particularly libidinous Nereid who turns her lovers into fish.
Erkomai. Titeles. Nay,
Exotic gardens, covered in myrtle. Dionysus must have set foot here. We shall bring this to Alexander. Perhaps this might lift that malaise which has settled over him.
Tiestin. Kangardia. Poieso. Prostagmatai. Akuo. Bain. Ite Andres! Kangarm. Get into them! Quick, before they can grab their shivs and daggers! Ne tondia. Ne Erlos. Ketorakua. Ties fine. Prostagoieso. Ne tondia. Castomen! Kangarmon. Alalay! Erkomai.
These villagers claim that they are menaced by lions of extraordinary size. Their den is to the north.
I've killed lions. When am I going to see a manticore? Kangar Erkomai. Ace Palo! Ite Magadole! Palo!
Behold, gentle villagers, the pelts of the lions that ravaged you. Now, we demand no lavish reward, but we are collectors of curiosities. Oh, yes, a diadem made of coral. Its colour richer than any in the Aegean.
Booze! I want booze! Ah, thank you, sirs. Take me with you. I speak many of the local languages with increasing eloquence as I imbibe.
Nay, Corados. Completely abandoned, this village. I say we break it up for timber. Ite Andres! Tiesti. Alalay! Eis Malo! Ite Magadones! Prostagmata.
Mikasomen!
Gaive.
Ne tondia. Ite Andres! Rosalo! Mikasomen!
Tideles.
Ite Magadones!
Mine. Hetoimos. Hoieiso. Tiestin. Nei Koronos. Prostagmata. There's nothing here. No curses, no nereids, nothing. Just like we never saw any Amazons or centaurs or sphinxes. Put that in the logbook. Gaive. Kangarmo.
You have Alexander's ear, Perdiccas. Tell him to go home. To hang those Persian tapestries up by his palace hearth, not a goatskin tent. To father children and teach them to ride. To mix his wine with water and stop these drunken rages.
I would try, if I thought it would change his mind, but he is implacable. It is his gift and his curse.
Stop fighting, tribesmen! Desist! Why assail these men when you can drink with them?
Niarchos, Perdiccas, what great fortune this is. The army and the king are just inland. Come north. To see you will raise the whole army's spirits.
Tideles. Erkomai. Tiestin. Nei Koronos. Gaive. Akuo. Prostagnaton dia.
Andres!
Videles. Tiesti. Nei, Coronos.
My king, the voyage proceeds commendably, and we are preparing a trove of treasures that will delight you, I'm certain. How goes the desert journey?
The going is hard. Down to the donkeys we are suffering. But we shall persist. The next time we meet, it will be at Susa. Now go.
By Zeus, they looked haggard. What labours did they go through in that desert?
I would rather not know. Now that I've made a promise of the treasure collection, we had better fulfill it. There are ancient tombs nearby. Perhaps there's something there?
Gaire. Hoyeso. Prostagnaton.
How pious these people are. They leave sheep and goats on this island. For Hermes and Aphrodite, I should think. Scribe, make a note of that. How will we describe the things we've seen and done once we return home? It will be like when some boor tells you of his dream. I walked across the water into Tyre. Then I fought elephants in India.
Gaire. Kangarno.
The Tomb of Erythraes. You know, Perdiccas, the Erythraean Sea is named for him.
Oh, what is that stench? Like a Cyclops' chamber pot. Is that... That's a whale!
Very observant, Perdiccas. Here, dab this lavender oil under your nose, and let's get the ambergris loaded up. It may reek now, but a skilled perfume maker will make from it a rich attar.
The signet ring of Erythraes. What a well-stocked tomb. Fine. Caída, Arcoma. Nei, Koronos. Prostagma. Akuo. Oh, get the forages away from that rotting whale. You could lock me down in the underworld, eternally hungry like Tantalus, and I wouldn't eat that. I'm sick of fighting angry fishermen and desert bandits. Here's a proper city. Let's build some rams and take it.
I suppose there could be something interesting within. We can scuttle some of the more rickety ships for timber, and I'd wager those naval rams would work just as well on land.
Caída, TSD. Nei, Koronos. Voyage. Prostagma. Arcoma.
Gaive, Akuo, Neitondia. Alale!
A little golden chariot. Are you sure this will please Alexander? Maybe he could hitch a mouse to it and ride it into battle.
Yes. Nei, Coronos. Hetoimus, Kangaim, Poieso. Ite Magadones!
Double walls. No chance we take this.
Prostagma, Kangarmon. Titeles. Gaive. Prospero! Neiton dia. Ai, Poieso. Eis palo! Tiestin, Urkum, Neiton dia.
Still not seen a proper marvel out here. You know, back in the market at Pella, there's a man who'll charge you 3 obols to see a dead triton. Now that's a real marvel.
That was a monkey sewn to a porpoise.
Well then, it was a marvel of embroidery.
Sail carefully through these straits, sailors. On one side lies Scylla, and on the other, divine Charybdis, monstrously sucking down the salt water of the sea.
Oh, please, Niarchos. I escaped from Alexander's constant Iliad recitals only to hear you start on the Odyssey. Leave this to me, Niarchos. Greetings, merchants. Ah, that frankincense smells divine. Here, in exchange, I offer this Macedonian delicacy. Ship's biscuits, they're called. Oh, eat one, and you'll swear you were supping ambrosia with the gods. Fideles. Akuo. About time we headed to Susa, don't you think? Nay, Coronos. There's always been something in Alexander. Right from when we were boys. Something... I don't have the words for it.
He is like one of those heroes of Sophocles. Great and terrible. A thing to be feared as much as admired.
Blockade ahead. I'm a soldier, not a sailor. Get me onto dry land and I'll deal with this. Kanga hoyes, ne tondien. Gaile, Akuo, Ergomai.
Tideles. Ite Andres. Nei, Koronos. Alalei! Ite Magadones. Prostagmata.
Plain sailing from here. On we go.
Tideles.
We return, our logbooks filled with wondrous sketches and laden with treasures to delight Lord Alexander. The desert march went well, I hope?
We survived. Now come. I shall take you to the king.